Vivec, if you read the book, he stopped the moon and saved the people. So basically, this shrine helps you levitate for quite some time. So you could actually read it and then fly up here if you don't want to get the potion of whatever. So the locks up here, this is why you've been leveling your security. They're level 80. So you basically have to use your lock picks and try to open this up. So I'm going to save real quick and try to execute this person. And if I can't do it, then I can't beat anyone else in there. Once you fight these people, you have to do the Pilgrim's Path book, which I have right here. And I did in stream 4 through 6. You have to go stop at many different shrines in order to atone for killing Ordinators, but it's totally fine. Their armor's worth a lot. Alright. I'm gonna cast invisibility, take out my axe, go over here, crouch, go first person, and I'm gonna annihilate Almalexia. Alright, so I'm gonna start healing because this person's kind of powerful. I'm gonna use some cheap restore healths as well. Use some more health. Use some more health. This person runs out of magic, I guess. Just destroy them. Use some more health potions. Alright, so annihilated. Alright, so obviously his armor is worth quite a bit. 7,000, 2,000, 1,400. So just take all of his stuff and basically, what I could do here is I'll save after Ordinator Pwn. Okay, so I'm gonna go in here and destroy more people. So let me heal a bit. Obviously, you can't wait and restore health if you're in town and not in a bed. So I'm just gonna restore health a bit, and then I'll unlock this door. Alright, so I'm gonna go over here, use my Master's Lockpick. Lockpick success. I'm gonna go into the Ministry of Truth, the Hall of Processing. So basically, they're all gonna attack me now, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Usually they know that I just destroyed one of them, but I don't think that he knows yet. Oh, he said it's Guards Intruder, so he's gonna attack. I've been expelled from the temple. Rest again. Cast invisibility. I'm gonna run over here where they can't see me. And super stealth, I'm gonna hold control and steal the Ordinator helm. So technically I could be an Ordinator now if I wanted to be. So I could equip all this stuff if I wanted to. But I'm gonna obviously sell it off. So equip this. I think I have it all equipped. So I'll show off my armor. So I'm officially an Ordinator now. So I'm gonna go and actually oh yeah, there we go, Ordinator. I'm gonna go and sell this off because I'm not a peasant. So let me cast this. I'm gonna
gonna save real quick. You could save at any time. Yeah, this looks like where I got my... Oh, here's like the trolls. Like, this is so much better than like the Dark Souls 2 troll, I think. It's a great fight. It's the guy with the battle. Oh no. It's a fight a Daedra, dude. I'd just save, so whatever. I can get his armor at least, which is... Unless he disappears. Getting everyone. And I leveled up. Oh yeah, he disappeared, of course. Before. Shit. I'm gonna go into here, because I think this is where the axe is. I remember this. They're all wearing Daedra armor. I've had that before. He's using the Daedra sword. But they disappear when you beat them. So... Oh yeah, Daedric Claymore, 80,000. So Longblade. I leveled up my Longblade a lot also. Like, it's almost the same level as my axe at this point. Wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Here it is. So it's a cooler kind of sword. Look how tall it is. Alright. Alright, so this guy's an Altmer, which is like... I don't know why he's running all the way over here. I can barely get his stuff. Expensive ring. Nothing cool. This thing's pretty cool. I don't know if this is the right building or not, but I like my sword now. Like, it's like red and black. Like the Daedra are like demons, kind of like Dagoth Ur, which I introduced in my first stream, near Vivec. So it's like way cooler because now my sword's like red and stuff. I don't know if this does more damage. Yeah, 2-3 hits, way better. I want the axe though. This will be easier to level up in the meantime. Right, so I think this is cooler. I'm gonna go, like, obviously the game's like way cooler now. Everything's like black and red. Like half my screen is black and red now, so it's way more fun. Dude, I might need to add like a shock effect to my thing. Yeah. Frost salts. Oh, nice. Yeah, the Daedra weapons let you hit the scamps now too. Right. Nice. Now I get to see this thing too. It's like Pokemon Snap this game. I don't know. Like, I kind of skipped a lot. Like, I ran right through like the floating Ordinators and all the other stuff. So it makes sense that they'll like challenge me. Because like the cliff racers, like the whole point of the character is like they follow you around and they like beat you up and stuff. And like the game, it's always like designed to be a challenge. Like when I ran up to Sadrith Mora through like the magma plains, from, I'll show it on the world map, from like Suran all the way up to here. Like, that was such difficult. I died like twice or 3 times. So, like, I thought I had it too, and then all of a sudden I got like the blight from the rat, and then like a cliff racer. Like, I was getting chased by like 2 cliff racers, and they're super fast. I'm gonna steal. Yeah, when you steal from the Daedra shrine, that's when the Daedra come after you. I don't know where that glass dagger went though. I want the glass dagger. Pretty sure I didn't get it. He has the Daedra wakizashi. Daedra. Wakizashi. I don't think there's anyone in here now. So I'm gonna heal. Like, the game does challenge you, like, which is cool because it makes it feel like it's like real or whatever. I was sure it was like a dragon with like fire and stuff, or like Halo 5 lava, but I'm gonna try to find the Daedric Axe. Oh, here's like a, yeah, there's the Daedra. I found him. It's a Dremora Lord. I'm over encumbered by like 22 pounds. Throw that out. Here's another door. You gotta like go on all the doors. I destroyed the temple people and they have a bounty out on me, so there's like the assassins are maybe a part of like the temple guild. I don't really know. Also looks cool. Hopefully I survive. Yeah, dude. I got Daedric Warhammer, Daedric Heart. I wonder if you eat the Daedric Heart if you get extra health. Looks like the Daedric Warhammer is super heavy, 96. I'm just gonna repair stuff a lot, real quick. I played the one game with the Glip Clop, where you Mosaic. It's on Steam, Mosaic, and basically the point of the game is you sit there and you do the Glip Clop, and you get Glip Clop points as like an office worker. And, it's like a mobile game where you basically sit there and Hypothetical Treachery, a one-act play by Antil Movir, Dramatis Personae, Malvasian, a high elf battle mage, Inzo Lea, a dark elf battle mage, Tacitus, a cerebral healer, Sheavis, an Arconian barbarian, a ghost, some bandits, seeing Eldenwood. As the curtain rises, we see the misty labyrinthian landscape of the legendary Elden Grove of Valenwood. All around we hear wolves growling, howling. A bloodied reptilian figure, Sheavis, breaks through the branches of one of the trees and surveys the area. Sheavis is clear. Inzo, a beautiful dark elf mage, climbs down from the tree, helped by the barbarian. There is a sound of footsteps nearby. Sheavis readies his sword, and Inzo prepares to cast a spell. Nothing comes out. Inzo, you're bleeding. You should have. Dol, Cetus, heal that for you. Sheavis, he's still drained from all the spells he had to cast down in the caves. I'm fine. If we get all this and no one needs it more, I'll take the last potion of healing. Where's Malvasian? Malvasian, a high elf battle mage, and Dalcitus, a Cyrodiil healer, emerge from the tree, carrying a heavy chest between the two of them. They awkwardly try to get down from the tree, carrying their loot. Malvasian, here I am, though why I'm carrying the heavy load is behind me. I always thought that the advantage of dungeon delving with a great barbarian was that he carried all the loot. If I carried that, my hands would be too full to fight and tell me if I'm wrong, but not one of the three of you has enough magical reserve to make it out of here alive. Not after you electrified and blasted all those homunculus down below the ground. Homunculi, don't worry, I'm not going to do what you think I'm going to do. What's that? Kill you and take all the ebony mail for myself. Admit it, you thought I had that in mind. What a perfectly horrible thought. I never thought anyone, no matter how vile and degenerate. Why not? He needs porters, like you said. He can't carry the chest and fight off the inhabitants of Eldengrove, both by standar of the mean, conniving, typically Argonian. And why do you deem me alive? I don't necessarily, except that you're prettier than the other two, and for a smooth skin, that is. And if something comes after us, it might go for you first. There's a noise in some bushes nearby. Go check that out. It's probably a wolf. These woods are filled with them. You should check it out. You have a choice in Zolaya. Go and might live. Stay here and you definitely won't. And Zolaya considers and then goes to the bushes. She of us to Malvasian and Tuslotis. A king of Sylvanar will pay good money for the mail, and we can divide it more nicely between 3 and 4. You're so right. And Zolaya splashes, suddenly levitates up to the top of the stage. A semi-transparent ghost appears from the bush and rushes at the next person, who happens to be she of us. As the barbarian screams, it thrashes at it with his sword. It levels blasts of the whirling glass at him. It crumbles to the ground. It turns next to Dulcidus, the healer, and as the ghost focuses its feasting chill on the hapless Dulcidus, Malvasian casts a ball of flame at it that causes it to vaporize into the misty air. And Zolaya floats back down to the ground as Malvasian examines the bodies of Dulcidus and she of us, who are both white-faced, from the draining power of the ghost. You had some magic reserved after all. So did you. Are they dead? Takes the potion from healing from Dulcidus back. Yes, fortunately the potion of healing wasn't broken when he fell. Well, I guess this leaves just the two of us to collect the reward. We can't get out of this place without each other, like it or not. The two battle mages pick up the chest and begin plodding carefully through the undergrowth, pausing from time to time at the sound of footsteps or the eerie noises. To make sure I understand, you have a little bit of magic left, so you elected to use it to make she of us the ghost target, forcing me to use most of my limited reserve to destroy the creature so I wouldn't be more powerful than you. That's first-rate thinking, thank you. It's only logical. Do you have enough power to cast any other spells? Naturally, an experienced battle mage always knows a few minor but highly effective spells. For just such a trial, I take it you, too, have a few tricks up your sleeve. Of course, like you said. They pause for a moment before continuing as a fearful wail pierces the air. When it dies away, they suddenly charge on. Just as an intellectual exercise, I wonder what spell you would cast at me if we were to make it out of here without any more combat. I hope you're not implying that I would dream of killing you so that I would keep the treasure all to myself. Of course not. Not only would I do that to you, it is merely an intellectual exercise. Well, in that case, purely as an intellectual exercise, I would probably cast a leech spell on you to take away your life, force and heal myself. After all, there are brigands on the road between here and Silvernar, and a wounded battle mage with a valuable artifact would make a tempting target. I'd hate to survive Eldengrove merely to die in the open. That's a well-reasoned response. As for myself, again, not saying I would ever do this, but I think a simple, sudden electrical bolt would serve my purpose admirably. I agree about the danger of brigands, but don't forget we also have a potion of healing. I could easily slay you and heal myself to full capacity. Very true. It would end up a question then of whose spell was more effective at that instant. If our spells counteracted one another and I leached your life energy only to be crippled by a lightning bolt, then we'd both be killed. Or so near death that a mere potion of healing would scarcely help either one of us, let alone both. How ironic it would be if two scheming battle mages, not saying we are scheming, but for the purpose of this intellectual exercise, were left on the brink of death, completely drained of magicka, with one healing potion to choose from. Who would get it then? Logically, whoever drank it first, which in this case would be you, since you're holding it now. What if one of us were injured but not killed? Logic would dictate that a scheming battle mage would take the potion, leaving the injured party to the mercy of the elements, I suppose. But that does not seem more sensible. But suppose that the battle mages, while certainly scheming types, had a certain respect for one another. Perhaps in that case, the victorious one might, for instance, put the potion up a tree near his or her gravely wounded victim. Then, when the wounded party had enough magic or replenished, he or she would not be able to levitate to the tree branches and recover the potion. By the time the victorious battle mage would have already collected the reward. They pause for a moment at the sound of something in the bushes nearby. Carefully, they climb across the branches of a tree to bypass it. I understand what you're saying, but it seems out of character for our hypothetical scheming battle mage to allow his or her victim to live. Perhaps, but it has been my observation that most of the scheming battle mages enjoy the feeling of having bested someone in combat, and having that person alive to live with the humiliation. These hypothetical scheming battle mages sound daily to see it. These two scurries across a branch, trapping behind a bush so we can no longer see them. We say, however, see this shimmering halo of sunlight. Behind the tall bush we made it. Likewise, behind the tall bush, indeed. There's a sudden explosion of electrical energy and a wild howling aura of red light, and then silence. After a few moments pause, we hear someone calling up the tree. It is Malvasian putting the potion high up in the bow. He chuckles as he's climbing back down, and the grain drops in the block. Provides on the road to Silvernar, a gang of bandits have surrounded Malvasian, who is propped up on his staff, barely able to stand. They pull his chest away from him with ease. What have we got here? Don't you know it ain't safe to be out here on the road, all sick like you are? Why don't we help you with your load? Please let me be. Go on, spellcaster, fight us for it. I can't, too weak. Until flies in, casting a lightning bolt from her fingers at the bandits, who quickly scramble away. She lands on the ground and picks up the chest. Malvasian collapses, dying. Hypothetically, what if a battle mage cast a spell on another which didn't harm him at once, but drained his life force and his magic up bit by bit, so he wouldn't know at the time, but feel confident enough to leave the potion of healing behind? The most treacherous battle mage she'd be. And hypothetically, would she be likely to help her fallen foe so that she could enjoy the humiliation of him continuing to live? From my experience, hypothetically, no. She doesn't sound like a fool. As Insulai lugs the chest off towards Silvernar and Malvasian aspires on stage, we drop the ground. That's Madness of Pelagius. Already read that. Let me look at the Daedric Warhammer. It's kind of cool. It's a kind of cool candle, I think. No. No. Because I plan on building a house in this game. In Temple Vivec once I execute Vivec. This is the same spot as where the Daedric Axe should be. I'm not sure where it is. Of course it's raining on me. I've been in everywhere already. Oh, I think she's in, what's it called? Oblivion. In, like, the end where, like, maybe fight the tall dragon and shit. I think it's pretty cool. Golden Saint. True Shields. Last Dagger. 502. 13.5. With, like a hill above it. Around this area. Oh, there it is. Just gonna save real quick, because I don't know if I'll be able to carry the axe anymore, but I've looted so much. This thing's kind of cool. Well, it's gonna load my game. It's gonna run up with like invisibility. Alright, so silver farm blade, gold, bone charm. Alright, so I'm gonna use the probe and lockpick. Darkest darkness. Morrowind both worshippers and sorcerers summon lesser Daedra and bound Daedra as servants and instruments. Most Daedric servants can only be summoned by sorcerers only for 5 brief periods within the most fragile and tenuous frameworks of command and bonding. Fortunately, limits their capacity for mischief, though in only a few minutes most of the servants can do terrible harm to the summoners while their enemies. Worshippers may bind other Daedric servants to this plane through rituals and pacts, such as arrangements, resulting in the Daedric servant remaining on this plane indefinitely, or at least until their body manifestations on this plane are destroyed, precipitating their supernatural assets and returning back to oblivion. And throw that out. Where'd it go? Alright, it's better hold. Take out my sword. Fight a scamp. Miner's pick. Alright, here's a cavern door. And here's an old gate. Alright, lock that. Now I'm going to use the breathe underwater. Now I'm going to save. Now I'm going to equip my sword. And obviously now I can go invisible on the Daedric Warlords. Over here. Right now they won't even see me showing up. I didn't hit. There we go. That was a good fight. Oh, there's the... That's not the Battle Axe, it's a War Axe. It's completely different. Alright, so... Dwarven War Axe. Battle Axe is two-handed. It's way cooler. Alright. Equip this again. Oh, level 70 trap. Nice. Thankfully I can open it. Oh yeah, dude. Alright, new save. Thankfully I came here at the right time. This isn't even a difficult battle. Alright, so feather shield. This could be kinda cool. This is worth a lot. Alright, true shield. Focus. Obscure text in the language of this load, probably written by the second era of Western necromancer Nagasta. Nice. Yeah. Kind of like that shield a little bit. Gold, ancient silver dagger. That's pretty cool. I like all these things. Alright. Thankfully I found out that the probe disarms the traps, because I'd be getting pwned. True staff is pretty cool. "36 Lessons of Vivec, Sermon 16. The Ordinator wandered through the morning hold, wrestling with the lessons he had learned. They were slippery in his mind. He could not always keep the words straight, and he knew that this was danger. He wanted to find Vivec, his lord and master, the glory of the image of Velith, and found him in place to the temple of false thinking. There, clockwork shears were taking off Vivec's hair. A beggar king had brought him loom, and he was making of a hair an incomplete map of indulgent death. Nervar said, 'Why are you doing this, my lord?' Vivec said, 'To make room for the fire.' And the Ordinator could see that Vivec was out of sorts, though not because of the impending new power to come. The golden warrior poet had been exercising his water face as well, learning from the druids before he was born. Nervar said, 'Is this to keep you from the fire?' Vivec said, 'It is true that I may see with truth it and my place here at the altar of Padhome in the house of false thinking serve so that I may see beyond my own secrets. The water phase cannot lie, it comes from the ocean, which is too busy to think, much less lie. Moving water resembles truth by its trembling nerves, said I am afraid to become a slipshod of my thinking. Vivec said, reach out and buy bonds then. So to Quaz was mine, the Ordinator chose from the fight racks an axe, he named it and moved on to the first moon. There, Nerevar was greeted by the Parliament of Craters, who knew him by title and resented his presence, for he was to be a ruling king of Earth, and this was the Lunar Realm. They shifted around him in a pattern of entrapment. The moon does not recognize crowns or scepters, they said, nor the representatives of kingdoms below, lion or serpent or mathematician. We are the graves of those who have migrated and become ancient countries. We seek no queens or thrones. Your appearance is decidedly solar, which is to say, a library of stolen ideas. We are neither terror nor sorrow. Our revolution succeeded in the manner that it was written. You are the Ordinator and welcome here. And so Nerevar carved at the grave ghost until he was at breath, and the Parliament could make no new laws. He said, I am not of the slaves that perish. Of the members of Parliament, only a few survived the Ordinator's attack. A surviving creator said, appropriation is nothing new. Everything else happens of itself. This motif is by no means unassociated with hero myths. You have not acted with a creative impulse. You fall below the weight of destiny. We are graves, but not coffins. Know the difference. You have only dug more and supplied no ghosts to reside within. Central to your claim is the predominance of frail events. To be judged by the earth is to sit on a throne of wonder. Why? Damage us more and you will find naught but the absence of our death. The ending of the words is absolute. Just God. Alright, here's the Daedric War Axe. Way cooler. And the Daedric Face of Inspiration, Daedric Shield. And I sadly can't. Oh nice. Hell yeah, dude. And axe. Yes, axe and shield. I mean, way cooler. Sadly, I can't move anymore, so wait. Got a staff too. Alright, I think there's like a spell that like lets you go places. Maybe like that, like feather shield. I like throw all my armor out again. Alright, so I need to lose 109 pounds. 1630. Apparel. I throw away the Daedric Warhammer, and I'm done. That item just doesn't exist. And swim to the other side now. Just gonna, oh, I'm gonna try the potion of water walking so I can like just run on the water. I think I didn't get rid of it. Perfect. Right. Say it's not water jumping, so I can't like use my acrobatics, but oh, I lied. Alright. So I got all the way back to Khuul in one jump, which was kind of impressive. Obviously there's Cliff Racer to like deny like my jump, but still did it. I don't think I could defeat Vivec with his battle axe yet. Not sure if you can defeat Vivec. I'm not sure if you could defeat Dagoth Ur either. I think I beat him. Not sure. This is like my 100th hour of gaming in 1 month with a 6-pack. Alright, so travel, Tagenfell. Now go. Right. This person's probably like, dude, what? Right, this ain't cool where I can. Yeah, let's go to Daedric Mora, Mage's Guild, maybe. Card. I want like Daedra Armor too. I don't. That would be like my next stream, I guess. Just get a. I think Khuul. I just need to go to the. Yeah, Khuul. I just need to go to the. What's it called? The Silt Strider. But I can just go over here. Alright, so I go back to Palmora. I've done so much like acrobatics that I kind of forget like which side I'm on. Alright, so eventually like the dude stops spawning in your house after a while. I'm not sure why he's in my house right now. 1 second. Daedra. Like obviously at the beginning of the game, like you want the gold armor. At this point, like you're a demon, so I didn't even get a bounty for that. I'm gonna remove all this stuff off my shelf so I can organize it. Right. Alright, and then here. Like obviously I collect helmets and I put them on the shelves at this point. I think that's good. I mean, yeah, my guy only weighs like 181 now, so yeah, it's good. Let me save. This next thing I could do like the Ordinators, and then I can get Daedric armor, and then maybe level.